Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos is nearing the end of her journey and fans are anxious to know how it will all play out. Everyone saw Pascal Ibguiz decide to leave before the evening portion of their fantasy suite date. They also saw her 2 dates take place with both Chalk Chappell and Guy Gansert. These 2 men are her final 2. Now, Reality Steve is not only revealing who Joan chooses in the end but is also revealing if she is engaged or not. Remember, Joan always said getting engaged was not really her goal. Did it happen or not? Keep reading to get the school. Warning. Spoilers ahead. Does Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos get engaged on season finale? Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos will be wrapping up her journey to find love again very soon. Fans will see the men tell all air this Wednesday, November 6th. The men who Joan has sent home will get to reunite with each other and also speak to Joan to get closure on their relationships that didn't work out. The season finale will include the final rose ceremony and also the After the Final Rose special. This will air on November 13th on ABC. In the meantime, Reality Steve is dishing out spoilers about what fans can expect. While there may be some missing details, he has been able to reveal who Joan will give her final rose to and whether or not she got engaged. Plus, he shared if they are still together and engaged today. Steve went to his daily podcast to share that between Guy Gansert and Chalk Chappell, Joan has decided she is in love with Chalk. In the beginning, he wasn't able to determine if they had gotten engaged or not in Tahiti. However, now, he confirms they did get engaged. He also shared that Chalk and Joan are still together and engaged today. Where will they live? Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos has also shared in interviews that she has no plans to move away from her family. She also does not plan on making her final rose winner move either. She is confident that long distance can work out if both put in the work. Since they are older and established, there is no reason to uproot lives and move. They are both getting closer to retirement age and also do not want to be too far from their own family. What do you think about Joan reportedly choosing Chalk Chappell? Do you think their relationship will work out and last a long time? Joan Vassos, the beloved star of the Golden Bachelorette, has captivated audiences with her warmth, genuine spirit, and zest for life. The show, which marked a fresh and inclusive twist on the classic Bachelor franchise, celebrated a more mature age group in the dating world, offering viewers a refreshing alternative to the usual, youthful narrative. After months of heartfelt moments, real connections, and emotional roller coasters, fans are left wondering, is Joan Vassos, the radiant woman who captured hearts across the country, now engaged? Joan, a dynamic woman in her early 60s, brought a sense of authenticity and emotional depth to the show. She was the perfect representation of the journey we all hope for: love, acceptance, and a connection that transcends age. While many fans tuned in for the drama, they quickly found themselves swept up in the tender love story unfolding between Joan and her final suitors. What was different about this show compared to others in the franchise was the genuine chemistry that Joan shared with her men. Every date, every intimate conversation, was filled with deep sincerity, offering an inspiring narrative for anyone looking for love later in life. The journey to love, the men and Joan's connections. From the beginning, Joan was surrounded by a group of wonderful men who were eager to win her heart. Despite the competition, Joan never wavered in her commitment to finding true love. Her openness to each connection was evident, but what truly stood out was her ability to remain true to herself. She didn't rush into anything. Joan took her time to connect emotionally, creating meaningful and thoughtful conversations with each man. Fans and viewers saw Joan's emotional growth, as she allowed herself to be vulnerable with the men who were vying for her heart. Her journey became not just about finding a partner but about rediscovering herself in the process of dating and loving again. The final rose ceremony, a climactic moment. The season's finale was filled with tension, anticipation, and emotion. Joan stood at the final rose ceremony, ready to make the ultimate decision. Her heart was torn between 2 men, John and Robert. The chemistry with John had been undeniable, and there was something in the way their hearts aligned, drawing viewers to believe that this was more than just a match, this was a connection forged by time and shared experiences. On the other hand, Robert's affection and ability to connect with Joan on a different level made him a strong contender. It was clear that no matter which man she chose, the decision would be difficult. As the cameras rolled and the final moments played out, Joan made the difficult but heartfelt choice. She picked John, the man who had touched her heart in a way that no one else had. The two embraced in the most heartwarming moment of the season. It was clear from their interaction that they had formed something meaningful and lasting, something viewers could only hope would continue after the cameras stopped rolling. After the show, is Joan engaged? So, the big question remains, is Joan Vassos engaged? After the final rose ceremony, rumors and speculation began swirling. As expected, the Golden Bachelorette has always been a subject of fan fascination. Viewers want to know what happens after the show wraps up. The couple's journey doesn't always end with an engagement, and while some may find a lasting love, others go their separate ways. However, Joan and John's connection felt different. It was one of those rare moments that seemed destined to last. In interviews and public statements following the season finale, both Joan and John have been careful with their words. They've shared their excitement about their relationship, but they have also expressed their desire to keep their future private, at least for the time being. Joan has been open about how the experience of dating in the public eye has been overwhelming but rewarding. Her relationship with John, though still in its early stages, has continued to develop outside the cameras. The couple has been seen enjoying quiet moments together, attending events, and showing their support for each other in a way that feels grounded and genuine. Joan herself has admitted in interviews that while she is not officially engaged yet, the connection she shares with John feels incredibly real. In a recent interview, she revealed that they are taking things slowly, enjoying their time together, and making plans for their future, just not rushing into anything. She wants to make sure that their relationship is built on a solid foundation, rather than rushing into the expectations that often accompany a public engagement. Her priority is creating a future with John that feels authentic and grounded, far from the pressures of television and social media. What's next for Joan Vassos? As of now, Joan and John's relationship seems to be moving forward beautifully, though an engagement hasn't been officially confirmed. What's more important is that Joan